my leg, and then I go with my other leg, and then I start putting pressure on my opponent. I don't want to stand all the way straight. I'm gonna have on a medium high stand, because that way it'll be hard for my opponent to sweep me back, even if he hooks my leg. But don't open your leg too much, because he will be able to sweep you. Just like that, close to me. And then I bring my knees forward until I force my opponent to open. And then I push his hand down, and my knee goes across his leg. Go cross face and keep passing my opponent's guard. Or I can keep going around until I get a north side position, and then recover back for side control. From the close guard, I want to open up my opponent's guard so I can pass. I'm going to dominate his gi sleeve on the same side. I'm going to go with my left hand to dominate his right hand. And I'm going to bring my elbow close to my body, pushing his wrist away. Because if he tries to grab my gi sleeve with the same hand, he's not going to be able to. And then when he tries to use his other hand, I'm always blocking him. I don't let him control me. Okay, then I'm going to go up with my left leg first, and then my right leg. And then I'm going to grab his gi pant, and I'm going to keep myself on a medium stand, pushing and putting weight on my opponent's hips until he opens his guard. Then I'm going to go ahead and pass his guard. This is very important how you pass. Jump your leg around. But at the same time, if you notice, my other leg is blocking the leg I'm passing. From the close guard, I want to open my opponent's guard so I can pass. I'm going to dominate his gi sleeve with my left hand. And then with my other hand, I'm going to control his gi. So this is the way I like to control his gi. Okay, now I'm going to go on my feet. My left leg goes up first, not my right one, because if no, he's gonna hook me with his free hand and sweep me. So I get on my feet, and now I keep good posture, putting pressure with my knee on his hip. Then I force his guard open, and I go and dominate the bottom of his gi pant. I take one step back, and then I jump over my opponent's leg. When my opponent tries to block my knee or my leg for me to adjust, I go cross face and force him flat, or grab his gi sleeve and force him flat. From the close guard, I want to open my opponent's guard so I can pass. So with my left hand, I'm going to control his right sleeve, and then my other hand is going to control his gi. Then my left leg goes up first, and then my right. Then I keep good posture, and I force my opponent's guard open by pushing his knee down. And then I go to the bottom of his gi and control. And then I take one step back, and I jump over my opponent's leg, passing his guard, going cross face to force him flat on the mat. Or if he's holding my leg, I grab his gi sleeve, pull him up, and force him flat. Okay, now my opponent is doing the sit-up guard, and he's controlling me.
Essa mão fica solta. Tu puxa,
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to control my opponent's gi lapel,
segura pouco abaixo do
and then I'm going to come and control his gi pant around the knee area. And then I'm going to jump with my foot, his leg, once I push his knee down. And if I have enough control right there, I will pass my opponent's guard and control him with my knee on the
Se
belly.
ele for muito forte, ele vai subir.
But if he beats me to the move and he goes right to single leg, I'm going to dominate. I'm going to control his gi lift, and then I'm going to roll over my shoulder, and I'm going to go to an omoplata.
Ou você finaliza.
All I have to do is put pressure on his shoulder or sweep him over for the guard pass.
Raspa o adversário. O adversário
My opponent is playing the sit-up guard, and he's dominating me. He's controlling me. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to control him too. I'm going to control his gi lift, and then with my other hand, I'm going to come and control his gi pant by the knee, and I push him down. Then I jump my leg over his leg, and then if I have a good base there, I'm going to dominate my opponent with knee on the belly. But sometimes my opponent beats me to the move,